Casting fireball. Do we all cast fireball?
I guess so.
We all cast fireball at the same time.
Give me about 5 more minutes. I can cast fireball
fire
with a
in the
lighter.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I can't really do fireball.
I'm just making sure that it shows up. It's like a 10-second delay.
I see it.
It's supposed to be here. Let me refresh. There it is.
What? And
The only
Yeah.
coffee we had left was
Oh,
cinnamon, and it tastes like ass.
What? Alright.
I'm making myself drink this.
What is it?
Cinnamon flavored coffee.
Oh.
Ew.
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
oh, I'm drinking fruit punch and Everclear.
I'm drinking
Or
Mountain Dew,
knock off
which is
Everclear.
just as bad.
Whoa. Did you say Everclear?
Yeah,
Ew.
I'm a high functioning alcoholic,
Dude, that's
and
just evil.
Everclear doesn't bug me.
You call that high functioning?
Did you say Everclear's
Hey.
illegal? Everclear's not illegal.
I didn't say it was illegal. I said it
No.
was nasty.
I thought somebody said illegal.
No.
I'm gonna say you buy
No,
that shit at
they're
Bevmo.
trying to. Well, no. See, you don't want Everclear anymore because Everclear is pussing out, and they weakened it down to 75%. So you have to get the knockoff brand, which actually tastes better.
Ow. Okay.
Wait,
Alright, now.
No waiting. Done waiting. We had our
Yeah.
time to wait. Time to
Okay.
play.
Okay, time to play.
We'll have to see if I'm a millionaire yet.
Who remembers what happened in the
Or
last
if I was
session?
like-
We dealt with this really stupid.
I figured out the trick.
I almost died.
I got the bobble, and we freed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we manage to get out of the cave?
Yeah. What happened
Yes.
to your camera, Paul?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's probably vaping.
Nope. Something
No.
else.
So you all did make it out of the cave because you returned the bauble to Kataka, the Rakshasa.
I
And
had that in my notes.
Is that like Nordum the Modron?
the what?
Nordum the Modron. You didn't play
Sure.
Planescape, did you?
No.
Well, if you take Nordum and you spell it backwards, it spells Modron.
Well, I figured.
Stanley Yelnats?
Yeah. The moment that you guys gave the Rakshasa his bauble back, he said that you're free to go. And
And he was
Since
off
you
to
had
kill a-
previously made a giant hole in the grate that allowed you to escape with your donkey. And he said he was off to go kill a gnome.
Yay!
And we asked him not to kill the ogre, and he agreed.
Right. Because the ogre's just a lovable idiot.
Now, did everybody level up?
No.
See,
Yes.
Andrew said he was going to tell you.
I did. I even showed him the text.
That doesn't mean he did it.
Well, okay.
I didn't level down to match everyone else's level from our previous game, so I just stay where I am.
Okay. Well then,
So everyone should be at level 3, right?
yes.
Okay.
I'm
And
at
I
level
am
3.
right where I need to be.
And have chosen proficiency thief.
Right on.
I got a new spell.
What new spell?
Chaos Bolt.
Chaos
Ooh.
Bolt. That sounds cool.
That
Well, I
sounds
guess it's better
chaotic.
than Depancing.
I also got Font of Magic.
Mhm.
What a seed! I mean, nothing.
So, if everyone can look at the
Yeah.
roll 20, you should be
And the music
populating.
stopped.
It looks
The
like a
music's
canyon.
gone.
It looks like a series of canyons.
Cannons.
It looks like a quarry.
It looks like a damn mountain.
It looks like a quarry
It's a bunch of rocks.
with path.
Did it? The music did stop.
A
What the
winding path.
I
Oh,
keep
go
seeing that character
around
holding a giant spoon.
It's not a spoon. It's a
I
pot.
know, it looks like one. Sorry.
okay.
It's a saucepan.
Restarted the music. Hopefully it will continue.
Or it could be a Q-tip.
That's one hell of a Q-tip. Like, does that go in your ear or another orifice?
Yikes.
I don't know. Give me enough drinks, it can go anywhere you want.
Well, you already said you're a functioning alcoholic. That would be a lot of drinks, I imagine.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The last two functioning alcoholics in my family, we buried them last year.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
they die?
pretty much my whole family is.
I'm sorry, Mike?
Did they die first?
Oh, okay, well, that was a good question. Yes, they died first, Michael, before we buried them.
That's much better than the alternative.
Jesus.
It could be
you
a,
want to go outside, see if you can still
Well,
hear them screaming?
Did you guys read about that family in India?
No.
Oh.
Enlighten us.
They
one?
lost their loved one due to COVID,
Uh,
but not because the virus killed them.
What?
Okay.
Part of their anti-COVID measures were to at the hospital was to shut off the AC so it was no longer circulating air through the building. So the family decided to bring in an air cooler. They made space in the electrical outlets and plugged it in, and I guess walked away to let it do its work.
Did they unplug the life support?
Just the respirator.
Okay, that's good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
you hear about the
mean-
guy in India that sued his parents because they gave birth to him?
Now that
Are
I
you
understand.
He's
I
a
get
redhead,
that.
wasn't
He
he?
said that his lawsuit hinged on the fact of they gave birth to him without his consent.
He is
I quit.
the Lord of
I
all
love you.
Karens.
I love you, Hunter.
Holy shit.
We found the Lord of Karens.
I'll tell you what, let's get
And
to the game before this goes any further.
the,
My
the
eyeball
big
is gonna
crux
come out.
to finish it, the crux of this was the whole thing that sparked to us. He was like 38 and refused to get a job, and then they were going to kick him out, and that's what sparked the whole thing.
I very much want to be the judge in that one. Like, okay,
Hunter, you need to say in the professor's voice that I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
People, what a bunch of bastards.
I like that better.
That's how.
What?
Oh, we lost
Garrett,
Someone died.
Garrett's
Garrett.
house got hit by a plane.
Oh, there he is.
Did you get Donnie Darko'd, Garrett?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think so. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, well,
Have
shit
you seen
happens.
Donnie Darko?
Like
It's been a long time.
15 years ago.
His house gets crushed by a jet engine falling out
no,
of the sky.
specifically his bedroom gets crushed.
Yes.
Only his bedroom.
Right.
That's been a long
You
time.
get a feat at third level.
That depends on your class. But most people do, yeah.
Get what?
So no, then.
Well, it's given to you by your class. Each class gives you feats.
So no feats, just the class feats.
Right. Yeah, 5th edition has feats, and you can take them instead of an ability point.
Yep.
And they're pretty much just cross-class feats. Like, you
So
get to
that's
take
every
a feat
4
from
levels or so, or
Yeah,
mostly.
Well,
It also depends on your
for
class.
me, since I took 1 level of cleric, I get it 5th, 9th, so on and so forth. Everyone else probably gets it at
So-
4th, other than anybody that multi-classes.
Since I'm multi-class to a bard and barbarian. Being a bard, do you get just instantly bardic inspiration?
Mhm.
If
And
it's in your first level thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then next level of bard, I get Song of Rest, or does that come with it first level? Because I'm seeing Song of Rest on my character sheet.
I'm not sure.
1 second, let me look at it. Song of Rest, you get it at level 2 bard.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just trusting D&D
You also get
Beyond to do my stuff.
Jack of all trades.
I don't have Jack of all trades.
But you're
You get that at
multi-classing.
second- No, at 2nd level bard, you get Jack of all trades.
I don't have that.
Maybe you should have that.
It didn't auto-populate onto my character
Oh,
sheet when I leveled up.
It may be the background that you have.
What background?
You select a background when you created your character on D&D Beyond?
But that doesn't change the bardic thing, because the only thing that would change it would be the bardic college, and that doesn't come until level 3.
My
There
background
may have
feature
been.
is Heart of Darkness.
I don't know. I don't know why it's not there.
Yeah, starting at 2nd level, you add half your proficiency bonus, rounded down to any ability checks that don't already include your proficiency bonus.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there you go.
I didn't know you could do that.
That is Jack of all trades.
I'm pulling up Aurora because that's what I made my character sheet on, and I
Right,
didn't care for D&D Beyond.
They made you do it on some weird thing.
No, I redid it on D&D Beyond, and I didn't like it.
Ah,
Yeah, you should have rage and unarmored defense from barbarian, and that's it.
And I do.
Cool.
Lydell Dirtfoot, level 3 Stout Halfling Barbarian 1, Bard 2. Preparing. Loading.
I miss old D&D. 5 is confusing to me.
Where
Yeah.
would I find that is it under feats?
class
Under
features, yeah.
proficiencies?
It should be a class feature.
Class.
Technically be feats.
Where do I find class features?
No idea. I don't
Dunno.
use that thing.
Yeah, it didn't give me of all trades. The hell? I see it on the description of the class.
Hey. How did Michael and Josh switch places? What the hell?
I changed my nickname,
Oh, so that changes the order.
apparently.
Oh, nice. No, that doesn't make sense. It's not alphabetical. What the hell?
Maybe just reset the screens. I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Did it change the screen right now or no? 'Cause it just changed my nickname real quick.
Nope.
Yes, it did.
Wait.
It did on mine. I was on the left.
I
Now
don't
I'm on
even
the
see
right.
people's names anymore.
Now I'm on the left and you're on the right. It
Huh.
changed back.
What? What
But
arbitrary
it doesn't make sense
listing
because I
is
put
this?
4 A's, so I should have been first.
It just does what it wants.
We're playing Celebrity Bingo. All right.
Oh, there's people's names. Yeah, I can see who's who now.
All right.
Yeah, I have Touch Me down there.
So
You want me to touch you down there? What was that?
The characters
so
Touch Me.
So it's
we
actually
we begin outside the cave. You are standing on a I'm gonna call it 15 to 20 foot walkway, path at very high height on a mountain. Clearly, there is still a mountain above you, but there is a lot more mountain below you. And as far
Good
as you
thing
can
I brought
see,
a donkey.
yeah, as far as you can see, mountains and mountains. The sun is going down.
the sun is already down.
Yeah, you still got dusk light.
All right. Does anybody have any idea where we need to go now?
Away from the cave?
Okay.
Do any of you remember where
I
Did
have
I
no
know
idea
in
my
the
life.
first place?
you were told? They had told you where they were heading.
16 plus. What do you want for memory? Intelligence?
It would be wisdom or intelligence, whichever.
18.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
13.
Unless it's a check, then it's higher than that.
Well, it's more like a wisdom check or something.
Flat 15.
Nice. Say wisdom or intelligence, whichever.
Both are 0.
Well, certainly enough to remember where you were going. Sehu, you were sent ahead of the others, but sent to investigate the same thing. You were not told to go speak with the plain speakers like they were, but you were sent out west to find an answer. The rest of the party, Tangshi and James were told to go find the plain speakers in the plains of Rona to find the answer. Get them to speak to the earth and find out what's gone wrong and why the plants are shriveling up and animals are dying in droves. Aditu and Lydell, you were running from a giant mechanical spidery thing with a dragon head.
And a bunch of gnomes crawling all over it.
And a bunch of gnomes crawling all over it. So, for the most part, you guys are listless.
It's been that way for a long time for me.
Of course it has.
But yes, of course, Tangshi, James, Sehu, you were all traveling through the Waylay Valley Pass and were waylaid. And
I
Where
get
came
it.
From?
How many
thanks.
times do you think we played the Rakshasas game?
Too many.
Yeah, good question.
We're allowed to kill him next time. Never mind.
So, these mountains have a familiar pattern to them. So you might perceive that you are in the same mountain range.
Quick question for your hunter, for your world here, Hunter.
Mhm.
Do they have a standardized year?
A standardized year? Sure.
Yeah.
I haven't created one.
So what year do you guys think it is?
What year?
Well, a Rakshas is the kind of being where you hear stories about people being lost with them for 500 years and thinking it's been 2 days.
That's depressing.
Some Percy Jackson Lotus Club kind of stuff.
Have you read
I
Percy
don't
Jackson?
suppose 5th edition has the
I
feat
seen
where
the
you
movie.
clutch your head screaming fourth wall, do you?
Do what now?
No?
He said that 5th edition should have a feat where you start clutching your head and screaming fourth wall.
Oh,
I was
I
thinking
doubt it.
claw.
I think the only person that has that feat is Deadpool.
Although
Also, Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle.
I think they are converting Bessem to 5th edition, so they might.
Okay.
Not a game I'll ever play with this group. I don't have the
Wow.
brain for that.
You just feel
I
it
think it'd be
melting in your
fun.
skull as we go.
The Bessem system it's anime, so you have no limits whatsoever.
Yay!
I'm not hearing a problem.
Do not invite Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony would immediately.
Don't invite Tony.
Yes, there are cat girls in Bessem.
We'll be dealing with over-sexualized cat girls. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Michael, or Tang Shi, are you still pushing?
Inquiring what year everybody thinks it is? Yes.
Are you still pushing the water along with you, though?
As much as I can.
Okay.
Hunter, what year was it that I was in there?
It was.
Try that
I
again.
inform you of what year it was, Mike.
Oh,
In English, you prick.
Oh, that's how much my McDonald's meal cost.
This is where Hunter decides
In the
whether or not
drive-thru.
we experience a huge time gap between our parties.
This is where Hunter's procrastinating on deciding what year it was to begin with.
I haven't
Yeah.
created. If I create a time system, I will let you know. Suffice to say, Michael, stop reading my notes psychically.
How you gonna do that?
Every
That's
damn
not something
thing
you
that
can
I
turn off.
think
Technically,
of.
I'm not doing it psychically, I'm doing it psychotically.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you already beat it. Jesus. Well, you've already done it twice. You're like, wouldn't that be funny if...
so I'm
It's like,
consistent.
God damn it.
You should have thought ahead.
All right, you all expressed that time is different. Except for Tang Shi and James, who both know it as the same time.
So, like, different units of measurement, or just
No,
hundreds of years apart?
just years apart, or not even years apart. I wouldn't say.
Who was the
years.
newest?
Because,
Months,
like,
months
if
apart.
one of us comes from a culture where we measure time in moons, another in seasons, and one that actually uses a Chinese year system.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's up to you.
What
But
year is it? It's currently the dog.
I don't know. Your water genasi, whatever. So you might measure it in tides.
Well, remember, I was raised in around people, so
Yeah. I was gonna say it would make more sense for him to use the lunar calendar. That does affect the tides.
Yeah, there you go, lunar calendar. But still,
Wasn't he raised by Neela though?
yes.
That's a whole different measurement system in my mind, but
so yes, two of you think it's one time, two of you think it's a different time, and one other person thinks it's way earlier than it is.
And the best
here's my
part is
suggestion.
But
that
just by
was a
months.
Rakshasa, so we might all be wrong.
Yeah.
We
He
could
might
go
still
back
be
in
there.
the cave, challenge Sasha again
No,
to play a game to find out
No.
exactly what year it is.
Please
no,
no.
no.
The two
Baba wasn't
halflings
that
weren't
bad.
in there even half as long as you guys were, and we're the ones saying no, no.
As we've just established, you might have been in there twice as long as us, and you just don't know it. Additionally, we might
God
have
damn
gotten
it.
out of there before any of us went in.
Well, if there's one thing
Stop.
those halflings do not like, it's being trapped or imprisoned. I don't know if that's just a Kender thing, but
No, it's a halfling thing, for sure.
well, yeah. So no, the halflings probably do not want to go back in there and play another game with the stupid cat.
No.
The water Nasty is not for that event either.
That's good. All right, so nobody
Killjoy.
has to be beaten over the brain with a stick.
But
All
that'll
right.
make Hunter have to come up with a whole new challenge on the spot.
I swear to God.
Do it.
Does anybody know where we are?
Seriously.
Where we're going?
Seriously.
I think the first thing we need to do is approach a town and establish whether or not we left the cave before we went in. Last thing we want to do is do some stuff where we'd never get born.
All right.
I'm
become
my
your
own
own
grandpa.
I like how you and Garrett said
But
the
didn't
same
your
damn
guys'
time.
teacher and sisters teach you this stuff?
No, they must have skipped that day at school.
Yeah.
What's school?
Don't worry about it.
I know farming and revenge.
Well,
I don't know
school is a
school.
lot like a sleazy hotel, but there are 17 major differences and about 82 subtle differences. Starting with,
Let's take the time to
I
go into
probably
the
can't go
subtle
into this
differences.
stuff on the live stream. Never mind.
Let's take the time right now to go through the subtle differences. While
That's
Hunter
not
takes a
really
nap. Start with number 76 and work your way backwards in increments of 17 and then forwards in increments of 2.
Well, amusingly enough, if you want to start backwards, there's only 75.
There seems to be something wrong with their dungeon master.
We get off the floor here.
That's probably a good start.
God damn it. I want to put you in a corner.
Who?
Michael.
Oh,
I don't think it'll do us any good to put Michael in the corner.
You just get
He'll
louder.
Just talk
I
louder
was
from
gonna
the
say
corner.
nobody puts baby in a corner.
I was thinking the same thing.
Something like that.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah.
No? Classic.
I'm missing much.
You can ignore the gentleman at the bottom who's drinking too much. It's a good movie. You should watch it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Eh.
It has
Okay.
Patrick Swayze. Come on now.
Watch Roadhouse instead.
You
Roadhouse.
watch that too. That's a good movie as well. It also has Sam Elliott.
See, I always looked at that Roadhouse as part 2.
A Dirty Dancing?
Touch yourself,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Under the Girl.
And then what? And then Ghost is 3.
Ghost
Hey,
is an awesome
guys.
movie.
Hey guys,
Yes, sir.
can we play some
Sure, we can do
game?
that. We can do that.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. You recovered?
I'm still waiting for Hunter to give us a clear
Welcome
answer
back.
on the date thing.
I did. You
Oh.
guys are months
It's
apart.
not happening.
Months apart.
Months
Okay.
apart.
And now, how long have we been in there, though?
Well, that's
You don't
something
know.
we're going to have to experience the outside world to figure out.
Or we go ask the cat again.
No.
And you wake up and there's flying cars.
Well, that would make it pretty obvious. What's that? Well, you ever seen the Jetsons?
I think we should work our way down the mountain.
That's what she said.
All right.
The mountain, not the shaft.
No, half Thor Bjornsson.
Yeah. The mountain.
Uh-huh.
Not Thor
Uh-huh,
Bjornsson. Cute.
Moving on.
I think I'm cute too.
Someone made a suggestion.
So which direction do we
heading to
go?
a town. I think it was Michael that made that suggestion, actually, strangely enough.
Actually, first things first.
Yeah, strangely enough.
Does anybody know
We never have
exactly
good
where we are at?
We are on a mountain.
No, but I mean, like, does anybody know actually, like, where, like, if we go left, it'll be like 300
Okay.
miles to a town,
We're-
or, you know.
We're
Water
not at the
Genasi?
top, but we're
Water
not at the bottom.
Genasi can sense the closest water source, right?
Not that I know of.
No? Let me see. Water Genasi.
Haven't heard from Andrew in a
It's
hot
not like
minute.
water Nazi can use a dowsing rod.
Maybe don't call
Well-
it a Nazi.
Not for dowsing, anyway.
Genasi race.
That's the thing.
Be right back.
Earth Genasi, Water Genasi. Oh, apparently you can fucking float.
Woohoo!
Hey, I'm 3rd level. I can create water now.
Oh no, it's
Can't
hair.
like everybody
hair
float,
floats.
they just bring in.
Oh, her hair floats like she's constantly underwater.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that latest Pirates movie. I don't think I remember the title.
I'm good.
Okay. What was that?
I'm good.
Did the cat try to get it?
Polly, all right?
He said he's good. Did you
Okay.
did you find a wig? Oh god, that's the mask.
Of underwear. Tell me that doesn't look like it was made out of underwear.
Bunch of Mixing my chair now.
Oh, Michael, did you know that you get create or destroy water now?
Yeah, he said
I
that.
just made that comment. Yes.
You did? Oh, I was reading. I didn't hear you.
Oh, you can destroy water as well.
Just yeah, shit.
How do you destroy water?
Fusion.
Touche, you sexy motherfucker.
You can separate the hydrogen and the oxygen atoms and then create an explosion.
This motherfucker, looking at D&D Beyond, some idiot posted in in the race details. Not the most exciting race to play. I mean, you could just play a human. Like, bitch. The Ganassi are pretty fucking cool.
Michael, I think
They're basically baby elementals.
I still love my idea that the fire Nazis are all colorblind to pure black.
Can we stop saying Nazi?
What?
Nazi?
You keep saying Nazi, and it almost sounds like Nazi.
Okay, Nazi then?
Okay, that's better. Now give it a hillbilly twang.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Michael, it doesn't sound like you're saying Nazi. Apparently, Hunter has them on the brain.
What?
So,
Well,
In
he
case
was
any-
from New Whitington for a time.
in case anyone was wondering what had happened, why I fell,
You fell?
I
thought it was a cat.
I was walking across the chairs, and I stepped on this wonderful gift that my nephew made me, and also this mask, and together I thought it was a cat.
Oh.
Oh.
So
You might want to take your cat to the vet.
So
I
now
swear, guys,
all that
just heard
Chex
Star
Mix,
Trek.
all that Chex
I
Mix
swear, guys,
is
just
now
heard
in
a
my
Star
chair.
Wars droid a second ago.
You haven't eaten
You
it
may
by the mouthful? Just like
There's a lot of cashews and pecans
Oh.
in there,
oh yeah.
and I
That
don't care
reminds
for
me,
cashews
I
or
want to
pecans.
cosplay as C-3PO sometime with a T-shirt that says "Cylon Lives Matter."
Ha.
Of course they do.
I want to cosplay as C-3PO by just wearing a shirt that says "I'm C-3PO."
Ha.
Fun fact: according to George Lucas, there's no underwear in space.
Correct. There is no underwear in space.
That's what he told the one actress.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher.
See, I now have 2001: A Space Odyssey music running through my head.
So, did we decide if we're going
I
down the
love you,
mountain?
Hunter. Well, my question was still just: are we able to roll like a knowledge check to see if we know exactly where we're at in the
Geographically
mountain
speaking.
range?
We
Survive.
came out of a random cave in the middle of a mountain.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
but if we've been through this path enough times, we may have know. Oh, this exit right here, I can recognize this rock face. We have to go this way. And then Hunter was looking up something with water elemental stuff, and then we started talking about C-3PO, and Carrie Fisher wanted to wear underwear in space.
Yeah.
All right.
So Hunter, do I geographically know where I'm at?
If you
Like,
do a
exactly.
survival check, you can understand directions.
There we go.
I
But I know where we're at within the range.
have
No.
a +2 proficiency in survival.
only roll anyways, and for survival, that's a 20.
Nice. Yeah, you can tell which way is east, as that's where the sun is setting.
All right. Well, from my knowledge of the map before we went into the cave, and knowing I'm in some mountain range, would I know roughly I want to go east or west to reach a town?
21 for my survival check to know where we are.
You know which way is east,
One up.
which will then, of course, give you the other cardinal directions. Um,
But how?
Magnets.
How do they work?
Nice.
Magic.
well,
The Cardinals were always giving us directions.
oh god,
Wait, like the Pope and stuff?
nah, big red birds.
Like the ones you find in the state.
The football team?
Yes, the football team.
Coincidentally, they all wear the big hats.
It's funny because it's bigger than a normal
Do you
hat.
have a popular sport in your world like football?
Oh yeah. Also called football.
I thought it was called Blood Bowl.
Not Blood Bowl. It's where you
So-
cut the head off of a bandit and kick it through a hoop.
Have we agreed that we are going down the mountain?
Well, that's where I was trying to ask Hunter. What I remember from the map,
So
what direction would
We
be
have
the
not
nearest
made any
town?
plans for any direction as of this time.
you can assume that if these are the same mountain range, east is the direction of the town from which you came. West is the place that you were going before you got caught here. North and south is water.
So perhaps we should go west.
Perhaps we should go what?
You said west.
I thought you said west.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
What kind of compass you reading, lad?
It's like you were taking instructions. By the word, if that's the case, the word is yeast.
Yeast. It's a episode of SpongeBob.
Let's
I
go east.
cannot tolerate SpongeBob. I would like him to die.
Yeah,
It's
I
quite
can-
witty.
I loved Mr. Krabs even before I found out it was voiced by Clancy
Clancy
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
Well, he makes a profit out of cannibalism, so
What?
I think
Makes a
we can
profit
all
of
relate to
everything.
Squidward.
That's right.
Squidward?
Most people
Irritating.
can relate to Squidward.
Yeah, he's an irritating prick. He's
But also, yes, Mr. Krabs sells fish to other fish.
Yeah.
Krabby Patties.
Yeah. It's in the name.
He sells
Also,
crab.
oh yeah, he sells crab. It's Plankton who sells chopped up fish.
He sells chum.
Yep.
That's all he sells.
I like Plankton. He's hilarious.
Crabs.
The fucking dictator no bigger than my thumb.
No. If he's plankton, he's even smaller than that.
No. No, he is. He's a tiny little shit. Hilarious.
So I made the suggestion that we go down the mountain.
Yes.
What
Nobody-
direction is down the mountain?
That would be what we were trying to ascertain.
Well, there's a path. It seems.
This is true.
I
Is
mean,
there a
you
path headed
could
east?
ignore it. That is the direction that you're facing. East.
Is there a path in that direction?
According to the picture, yes.
Oh, good. Let's take that.
Okay. It
What a
sounds good.
smashing idea.
This is literally the only drawing that I've got done in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to leave it at this drawing.
So you didn't
Because-
expect us to get past choosing a direction.
Damn.
It took us
Wow.
an hour and a half to do that, so.
No, just a straight hour.
Oh, okay.
It took us like 20 minutes to get Michael up.
Also, conveniently, he mentioned earlier that it looks the same everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a path, it's going to look a little different than like a drop into nothingness.
No, the path looks the exact same all the way down.
The slight
same
curve to the
boulder.
right.
The same little rock.
The mountains seem to be traveling past us, even though we're not walking.
It's like the old Flintstones cartoons where they're just going by the same
Almost
stuff
like the
over and
stage
over.
crew is messing up and still turning the crank anyway.
That would probably be why you find the director either drinking beer or tearing his hair out or doing both. Is he okay? I don't think so. I'm going to give him a minute.
All right. Well, you continue down the mountain. Or down the path, I guess.
All right.
Okay. How many
Um,
bargees do we meet along the way?
32.
What?
You hear a squawking, a lot of squawking coming from, if you look over the side, there is a ledge below you that seems to have had a rock slide. And there are piles of boulders sitting on this ledge.
Does this look recent?
This does look recent. And there is a
Okay.
lot of squawking coming from behind these boulders.
Like bird squawking.
Like bird squawking.
Do they sound like they're distressed, like they're trapped?
Yes.
Birds squawking or like velociraptor squawking?
Squawking of birds usually infers
I ready my
like
thunderstone.
seagulls.
Believe it or not, you'll know the difference if you ever stayed at the hotel that Neela's sisters run.
What kind of hotel is this?
I think-
Apparently
I think
houses
it was-
velociraptors.
There's velociraptors in the
More of
kitchen.
a
Be careful.
seagull.
What?
You really have good survival instincts if you've stayed a night there.
Not like seagull squawking, more like eagle squawking.
Oh, that would be a screeching, I think.
Screeching.
So Griffin squawking.
All right, Mike, you're just bound and determined having to be some kind of creature that's going to get us killed if we try to free them.
You haven't played in a me campaign before.
Apparently not.
Honestly,
Suffice
this is
to
pretty
say, there's
paid.
squawking.
It is.
I
No,
mean, we're a level
no-
ahead of like the last time we ran into Sorrow Sworn.
No, Sarsworn or Tarask. This game's going
Or
great.
Archmeld.
In the same session.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey. He gave us the opportunity to avoid the Sworn.
Oh, okay. We
The
didn't take it.
Paladin chose not to.
Oh, you guys would have avoided the Tarask too, except somebody with their shiny ass tooth.
Really?
Yep.
Actually, that's how we avoided the Tarask. I
Well,
sent him off.
both actually. Argyle's shiny ass tooth attracted the Tarask when he was rampaging through some village in the distance, and then you're like, well, go get him, Argyle.
You got this one, Jim.
We
Technically,
almost
at that
took down
time, it was the body formerly known as Argyle.
No, it was the body formerly known as what was this? Silver something.
Silver Knight Gothic.
Silver Knight
Silver
Gothic.
Knight
That's right.
Gothic.
How much XP would we have had if we'd beaten that Song of
Sorry.
Sworn?
Silver Knight
A
Gothic.
lot.
Ding!
Ding. Yeah.
Oh, we barely lost to that damn thing.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have a 16-foot dwarf who's a wrestler.
With a ring of invisibility.
16-foot, 8,000-pound dwarf who decides he's going to be a good wrestler.
Yeah. Normal opponents are going to shit themselves as soon as he marches into the ring.
Hey, also you were Corgan at the time, right? So you
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
flying with the Sorrow Sworn,
Yeah, no.
matching speed.
What was it? If it didn't have greater invisibility, if it didn't have teleport, and if it didn't have magic resist, we like any one of those three, we would have won.
Oh, yeah. All these advantages that led to you getting your asses kicked. If you hadn't had those, you'd be okay.
Well, the
Well,
thing
just
was
one-
though, I didn't know that it was that bad against them. Like I totally
only
thought they
a
were going to kick the shit out of
TR-17.
them. But then I pointed out that it had this, that, and the other, and they're like, "Well, shit, that nullifies mine. That nullifies Andrew's. That nullifies."
Hey, I got in a grapple for one round before the 50% miss chance.
You missed like 3 times,
Yes.
but that 4th time, woo!
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna kill you now and miss.
Well,
God damn.
remember, Fraser also had a habit of making his checks to hold on to a creature when it tries to travel interdimensionally.
Yeah,
Poor Goblin King.
seriously. Jesus Christ! All right,
Anyway, we've got these birds trapped behind these rocks,
yeah,
I guess.
you got some squawking trapped behind boulders. Oh, one
we
more
able
thing
to
I
move
should
boulders?
mention is that you can notice that seeping through the bottom of the boulders is a lot of blood. I should say the cracks between the boulders.
Some
We wanna
birds
do
got
anything about
squished.
this,
So
or do we wanna
curious.
avoid this?
Whoa, whoa!
Wait. Do we have our weapons from way back, or are we still rolling with the broken stick?
Broken stick. You also have hemp clothing made out of the rugs that you found, as well
No,
as
no,
shoes
we got our
made from
clothes
rugs.
back.
No, did you get your clothes back?
Remember we found the chest with all our possessions, just minus the weapons and armor.
Oh, I didn't remember you got your clothes back. Okay, yeah.
And the
You have
halflings
my-
have
you have
all
my
their
war
Two
stuff.
months ago.
Here,
Yeah,
you do have
I
my
the
warhammer.
warhammer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know, but I was wondering if I had my rapier and everything.
Everybody's got to give whoever is talking a chance to talk. Damn.
Never.
What would
You
we
also
do
have
such
a halfling with mithril armor and a giant sword.
Steel sword.
So, about these boulders, are we wanting to do anything about this or avoid it?
How big are the boulders?
Large boulder size?
Like normal person can move them size, or like I need 3 giants and a forklift.
There we go.
One giant will do,
Or one halfling
or one very beefy halfling,
and a donkey.
or some good leverage.
I was thinking about that. If there's some way we could leverage the rock slide, try to get it to keep going, maybe free them, if we're
It might
interested.
also
Well,
collapse the path in front of us.
Hold on, Michael. Say that one more time. You froze.
It might also collapse the path in front of us.
Yeah.
It's a rock slide.
Yeah. It's a possibility.
So just ignore it and move on.
Can we hear anything besides the birds?
No.
Do you sound like big birds, little birds? Big bird trying to get out with
I mean-
little birds?
I guess you might be able to tell the difference between the size of a bird based on their squawk.
Or screech.
Like, is it like chirp,
Actually, no,
chirp,
no, no.
or like squawk, squawk, motherfucker?
What?
Now imagining a rapper behind the rock slide with a microphone just going, squawk, squawk, motherfucker.
See, I'm kind of thinking more like Big Bird and Pulp Fiction style.
Do any of you speak mountain creature languages?
I can cast comprehend language.
Ooh.
Okay, there's that. I speak. What do I speak? I speak good. Hold on.
Oh,
I speak Abyssal and Draconic, as well as
I
Common.
speak common, halfling, and thieves' cant.
can anyone cast fireball?
Don't see how that
Soon.
helps.
Soon.
Not yet,
I
Michael.
got flint and I got some oil, I think.
That's not fireball.
Let's
I
see.
got my-
You say, can we start a fire? We could do that. He wants
Well,
to cast fireball.
no. You can soak a little rock in the oil, light it on fire, and then throw the rock at it, and it's like a fireball.
I mean, that's not as
One
much
of my
impact.
favorite gold digger jokes. Hadouken! And then the fireball goes off, and then they go, hey, what's that rocket launcher doing between your feet? I have no idea.
So apparently I need a pinch of soot and salt.
I don't think that's too hard to get a hold of.
Particularly if you know fireball.
Well, look, if you create the fire, you can burn some. Oh, you know what? No, Garrett's got that torch. What used to be a torch, and now he's gone. He didn't like that I said that. Hey, Garrett, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Watching
I
over somebody's
was-
body to collect their sweat and then destroy the water, leaving the salt behind.
Yeah. And then Garrett's got a torch that you could probably take some soot off of.
Okay. Do that.
All right, you take about 10 minutes to do all of that. And then cast Comprehend Languages. Now, the spell, does it... hold on. Oh,
So
Josh
it also
messaged me.
requires
Apparently he's
verbal.
frozen.
It requires verbal, so I would have to be limerickal.
Yeah. We're going to have
Like
to...
How
Gonna have to
long is
wait.
the short rest again?
How long is the short rest? What is it, like 4 hours? 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that. I
Yeah.
think it's 4.
No, I think it has to be under 4 because I think elves meditate in like 4 hours. Short rest's got to be like 1 to 2 hours.
What's Song of Rest do?
I'm pretty sure that would just get rid of your fatigue.
See. You or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain HP at the end of their short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regain an extra 1d6 hit points.
Nice. Yeah, the short rest construct that they've made for 5th edition is that you gain a hit dice worth of experience. Or not experience, health back.
So we lost our other halfling.
Yeah, that's what I was saying while you were talking.
Look up, and he's no longer on the path.
Yeah.
Carefully look over the edge.
But I thought of a rhyme.
Well, write it down. We're waiting for Josh to come back.
It's pretty simple rhyme. It's a good one, but it's simple.
Nice.
Will you win this battle?
Michael,
Yeah, most definitely.
you're off to the side of your microphone again. For some reason, it doesn't like that.
Very unidirectional. I like your shirt, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
I love when they have him burst through the wall of the space station.
Waiting. Waiting.
Well, now's your time to talk about the things that weren't the game.
I don't remember what it was.
So, something I was holding back.
Oh god.
The underwear in space thing, where I'm got the 2001 Space Odyssey thing going through my head.
Yeah.
As the camera slowly pans back with the star coming up over it. Dun 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 dun. Then pulls back a little bit further, and you see like this Japanese cosmonaut just floating through space after it.
So going back to cannibalism,
What?
apparently Martha Stewart broke up with Anthony Hopkins after she was watching Silence of the Lambs when it first came out because he did too good of a job and they were about to go away for the weekend. And she was like just unnerved by how good he was in that role.
They
and
were
broke up with him.
together?
Apparently.
Okay.
Like she didn't feel comfortable cooking those dishes.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I still like the picture they had where it was her and Snoop Dogg cooking, and somebody posted one of these as an ex-con, and Snoop Dogg replies, "It ain't me."
I bet Martha Stewart gets really good weed.
Oh, I'm sure she probably grows best stuff.
And it's probably called It's a Good Thing. It's a good
More
thing.
importantly, it's how it's artfully arranged.
I'm waiting for the
Edibles
waiting
arrangement.
for the day. I'm waiting for the day where it becomes legal, like everywhere, and she just does like a special like 420 episode. Where it's
Speaking of
just
legal
everything is-
everywhere, recreational
She like
marijuana
takes the
started
camera
today.
into her dining room.
Yeah.
She's got a centerpiece that's actually a bong or
Oh.
Hey,
one of those water pipe
Hey.
smokers or something.
Yeah, bong or a hookah.
Hookah.
Arizona's recreational marijuana sales started today.
Woo.
So does that mean I can actually go
to
to the dispensary today, or
You can go tomorrow. Dispensaries are probably closed by now. Well, there's some that are open, but a lot of them closed early so they can prepare for tomorrow because they're expecting it to be super busy,
Yeah, I bet.
and it will. I'm lucky that I don't have to go to the dispensary for like another week. Hopefully.
I'm
How long
like
do
a
you think
street
before
away
that
from
stuff
one.
is on
So.
DoorDash?
There is a weed delivery service called Superb.
Why am I not surprised?
Isn't that just in California?
Nope, they have it in here in Arizona.
Good to know.
Superb will deliver all kinds of marijuanas. Okay.
So, all of our players seem to be back.
So my rhyme for my spell, comprehend languages.
Yeah.
With a pinch of soot and salt in hand, now your language I understand.
That actually wasn't too bad.
Nice.
See, it's simple but good.
And then you
I'll get down to that.
sprinkle it on your head. I don't know.
I figured you'd swallow it.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. That's a good way.
Always rub it into your eyes.
Yeah.
Lick it like
help.
Lucas.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's not ask Michael that question because we'll get an answer.
So now I understand this eagle language.
So, yeah, you can hear the bird language. They are crying, and then squawking. Why? Why him? Why? And others are screaming, help!
So, guys, we gotta get down there and help these things.
Are you able to talk back to them and ask
Eh.
what's going on?
It doesn't say that I can speak to them. It just
You can
says
comprehend.
that I can comprehend their language.
Yeah.
And any written language, but I must be touching the text.
Right. It's more like understanding it, but not being able to.
Speak back to it.
Yeah. Yep.
But they might speak common or understand common.
Who's
They
they?
I don't know.
But we need to help them.
You mean the royal we, right?
Well, I'm going to help them
Why?
because it's the right thing to do. And I'm a good person.
You don't know
Do
if they're
you
evil or not.
want to share what they're saying to each other?
They're screaming, why him? Help, please help.
That's
And
not
that
the
dog
right
is
sound
saying,
effect.
let me out. Let me out. I need to pee.
The dog. Jerry.
See, I comprehend language. I knew what it was saying.
Fuck, I can't do it today.
Are you about to do a super high pitched whistle?
My father's the only one I know who can do that.
I can do it.
Please don't. But yeah, my dad's able to rattle the windows.
Oh, I can't rattle windows, but I'll rattle your eardrums for sure. From like an entire college campus away.
My dad shattered a champagne flute.
Hunter once texted me from across a college campus, said, "Are you doing the thing?" I said, "Yes."
you doing the thing.
And done
Yeah.
with it.
My voice
but
is
yeah.
just deep enough. I'm actually not using a microphone.
We're just able to hear you through.
You don't hear Michael, you feel him. There are earthquakes happening in Japan.
I'm not saying it's like Morgan Freeman, but
You know, I when I took the physical tests for the Marines, and they did the hearing tests on me, and they said just push the button whenever you hear the sound. And so I was pushing the button. They're like, "We haven't started yet." I'm like, and they look over like, "You're pushing it to his." Okay, the test is over. You're fine. I can't hear like that anymore. I've had too many children since then.
I've been to too many raves.
Yeah.
I've
I used to
listened to
sit
many
against the
concerts at
speakers.
full volume. And now I have a wife. So yes, my hearing has definitely gone.
I would go to
some
raves and
people
sit
would
against the
maintain
speakers.
it's the heavy machinery from the Navy that took most of my hearing. I like to think of it as a mutant ability from the radiation.
It's actually not a bad excuse because my
I'm going to
dad
say
had
something dumb. And
My
it's
dad had
like
a-
it didn't even happen.
was an anti-aircraft gun go off over his head when he was on the ship. They block off the area underneath the gun so nobody can walk underneath it when they're doing the test firing. But he came out of a door in the middle of what was
Right
blocked off,
Fuck.
and the anti-aircraft gun went off over his head. So he
See-
has tinnitus, however you want to say it.
I think it's titanitis.
It's
It
It's
comes
it's
in here all the time.
tinnitus. I
tinnitus.
believe.
Yeah, everyone calls it tinnitus, but apparently that's wrong.
I
Well,
didn't know how to pronounce it. to be
Everything
honest.
else is a fucking itis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just
Why not
tell
that?
Archer he's wrong. Find out what happens.
So it would seem that Liddell is going to start helping these birds, whether we help or not.
Do we know they're
Absolutely.
birds?
100%.
We know they're not like rock monsters.
You can you tell what language you're listening to with that spell?
No,
No.
it just says I can comprehend language.
Oh, okay.
But
But
I have a plus
Big
2
five.
in nature.
Okay. I'll allow it.
to try to determine what you're speaking to or listening to.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
There we go.
I know
shit.
exactly what it is.
Dems is Aarakocra.
Guys, those are Aarakocra down there.
What's Aarakocra?
They are
I don't know.
bird people.
They're bird people.
You do know. Don't say I don't know. You got a nat 20.
They're bird people.
Pull up.
No.
Just go to D&D Beyond and pull up the Aarakocra. It's AAR, and it just type that in and it'll immediately pull up the thing. You can read it verbatim to them with a nat 20.
You'd need to be able to read verbatim, though. So funny.
What part am I reading? It's just all
You
of
could
it.
you could literally read all of it if you wanted. Yeah, put in Aarakocra, click on the monster.
It brought up a thing, asked me if I would like to buy the monster manual.
Sequestered in high mountains atop tall trees, the Aarakocra, sometimes called bird folk, evoke fear and wonder. Many Aarakocra aren't even native to the material plane. They hail from the world beyond, from the boundless vistas of the elemental plane of air.
Okay.
Would you like to know more? They are immigrants, refugees,
So these
scouts, and
outsiders
explorers.
invoke fear around them.
Their outposts
And-
function
and
as
you're
footholds in the world.
Headed on down there.
It's the right thing to do. You heard him say it.
They have
It's to the left, actually.
it's like 6 pages of content under that.
I was like, please don't read the entire thing to us before I'm also trying to decide to kill you.
Aarakocra enjoy peace and solitude. Most of them have little interest in dealing with other people and less interest in spending time on the ground. In case you were wondering.
That's wonderful.
So why are these Aarakocra on the ground?
I don't know.
Maybe if we heard more, we would know.
Why do they evoke fear in others?
Oh, you wanted to hear more? Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
No, stop, please.
When plunged into
Knowledge
Miska's
is
body,
power.
the chaos in his blood sundered the rod and scattered its pieces across the multiverse.
What?
Oh, are you reading?
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys didn't hear the rest of that in my head?
No, we didn't.
Oh, never mind. Ignore that.
Wow.
Ignore me.
That's what I intend to do.
Very well. You now
I
know
cast Fireball.
information. What? You don't have fireball?
Could we stop with the fireball? It's clear that nobody has the spell. We don't need to be casting it right now. It's
Also,
not relevant.
Aarakocra
If
can
you're going to
speak.
get it later, though, you can always give them an IOU now.
Aarakocra can also speak, read, and write in common, so they can understand us and communicate with us very easily.
Why don't you try
So,
it
do you
out?
think they've been listening to our exchange this whole time and not said anything?
No,
Oh.
they're probably too worried about the guy that was crushed.
I was gonna say.
So we should probably get down there and help them. Let's go. Or screw you guys. I'm going to help them.
I cast
Well, you're the
guidance on the
strong
halfling.
one. Go on.
Andrew, what?
I cast guidance on the halfling.
Okay.
You can
What's that
choose to
do?
activate. Whenever you do another roll, you can choose to activate it. You can only activate it once, but you add an extra D4 to the roll.
Nice.
I'd give him a blessing of water, but he probably doesn't want to be slippery as he goes over the side of the cliff.
Yes, please don't.
Blessings of water upon you.
Are you okay? I hope not. I mean,
Keep that in mind, though. We might need that to wash the blood off.
Good God.
Couldn't we
Anybody
use
else?
blessing of water on the rock to move it?
does
If
anybody
we
else
wanted to
have any
wash
help?
everybody away, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
At
no,
least they won't be underneath the
stand
rock anymore.
kind.
They won't.
Guys, I'm going to go save this thing.
Does anybody else go to help Liddell?
No. I have a -1 strength modifier. I am not doing a climb check.
I will go to assist.
I have a +1 to climb.
You can hop on my donkey.
You can tie
My
yourself
donkey.
What
to
does the donkey think?
Oh,
You can
Am I
understand
able to
him right
use
now.
acrobatics to get down?
Do we need to make a harness for the donkey?
Harness.
It would
Are
be
you
more
forgetting?
like athletics, I think, for climbing.
Yeah.
It's like one of those woo shaman. He knows gravity doesn't exist, so he walks down the side of the building.
do we need to make a harness for you for the donkey?
I'm seeing what I have that might work.
Hunter, is there any kind of roll that I can try to make to ascertain the best way to remove these rocks without getting ourselves killed?
I cast guidance
Wisdom.
on myself.
One more time.
Wisdom.
Thank you.
And it's a check, not a save.
Thank you. So just wisdom.
If you have a knowledge nature, maybe?
Yeah, I've got nature.
Yeah, one or the other would be fine.
All right, so in that case, I've got 22. Sorry, 21.
Okay. Yes. You know the exact way to remove a boulder without causing more of an avalanche.
I will pass this information on to Liddell as I'm going down to help him.
I cast guidance on you as well.
Thank you.
I will watch from the edge.
How
Thank
many
you,
times
Mike.
can you just cast guidance?
It's a cantrip.
Nice.
Yeah. As many times
Fun.
as you can around.
Fun, fun, fun.
Did you want a climb check to get down the
Wah,
screen?
wah.
I had a feeling.
Did you just die?
What was that, Andrew? What were you doing?
I was gonna try a perception check, but
Oh, Andrew,
I don't think I'm
Hey,
looking at
how's,
anything.
you find yourself
how's Gob
standing upon
doing?
a shore.
Sorry, how's Gob doing?
So you find yourself standing upon a shore, lapping waves, brushing against the sand.
Ooh, that's
Out
good.
there in the distance, you see a boat. On top of a boat
Who are you?
is a goblin.
I wave at him.
You're back on top of the mountain.
I stop waving.
You okay there, buddy? What,
Just
what you
him
waving at?
waving.
What?
I wave back.
I got a 15 to climb down the screen.
Okay. Have you secured yourself in any way?
Yes,
Okay.
I have
what?
a rope. I'm sorry?
To what?
Oh, drive. Well, how hard
Getting
is the rock here? I mean,
pythons?
can I like drive a python or a peg?
Yeah, you can.
That's what I would be doing.
All right.
Yeah, because I don't want to just go like falling down the damn thing.
Well, it's like I said, the suggestion I had was tie yourselves to the donkey, but, Python.
You remember
inside
what
the
happened the
mountain.
last time we tied ourselves to each other?
Something live.
And then y'all have to catch a 300-pound donkey.
I am not going to do that. I'll just get out of the way. And I will
Or
apologize.
the donkey
for
has
what it does.
to catch 1,800 pounds of all of us.
Yeah.
My donkey's not that strong, guys. She's getting kind of old too, so let's
Wedge
not.
the donkey between two rocks.
She might be able to carry one of you. One of you and a
Drive the
halfling.
donkey's legs into the earth to provide an anchoring point.
Just going to drive a peg or a python or something.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
using the donkey.
What did you get, like 15?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
thank you. I will, as I said, tell Liddell which rocks he does want to move and which ones he does not want to move, unless he wants to join them underneath the rocks and die.
All right.
So have we got a visual on these bird people yet, or is it still just disembodied voices?
Disembodied voices.
Because if
so-
these were a bunch of spirits of bird people that used to inhabit this area, lamenting the loss of their last living member of their clan or whatever.
So, the two halflings lower themselves down. Andrew, did you say that you were going to help?
I was originally going to be looking for a way to get down easily. Then I rolled an at once, and I'm like,
Oh.
Maybe it might be a good idea to not go down.
Or ride the donkey.
Yeah.
I don't think the donkey wants to rock climb.
It's a donkey. Donkeys are very sure-footed.
They're
So-
used on
The two halflings lower themselves down. A D2 points out which rocks would be best to pull, how to pull them, all of that. And Lydell, give me a strength check.
That's a +3.
Yeah.
Let me see. Roll 1d20 +3. 12.
Well,
Add the
Okay.
D4.
Oh,
yeah, do that.
That looks like one that we'd probably want.
$14. So,
I should have bardic inspirationed myself.
yeah. The smaller rocks you're able to remove. And you're able to see in the crack, in the crevice. And the Aarakocra inside see the light coming through and start squawking incoherently.
Even to my comprehend language.
You don't understand it as words as so much as feelings of fear and hope. Because the Aarakocra have a way of speaking that chirps and squawks and things don't actually mean words. They express the nature of their being. So they can say something that might sound hostile, but it's actually a joke. And just with certain tweets and squawks.
But I comprehend it.
Yes, you comprehend whatever noises they're making.
Which means that I understand it.
Yeah. So a couple of them rush up to the hole and start squawking, "Help, help, 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 help!"
I'm helping. Trying.
How strong is your donkey? Honestly.
Second strongest member of the party, isn't it?
So you got a 13
Check.
strength?
Oh, 13?
I've got,
It's not the
well,
second
it's-
strongest.
I've got
I'm
a mule.
guessing.
I've got a donkey, but I have to look at mule. It's got a 14 strength.
14.
It's tied.
See,
I'm just wondering if we
second.
can use the donkey to pull away some of the larger boulders. Like tie a rock around the rock, or tie a rope around the rock to the donkey and have him pull it out of the way.
I will help by pulling on the rope as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure you want to do that, with the cliff face there. Unless you're planning on pushing the donkey over the side, or more interestingly, using the donkey to move it and then having it roll over the side, and then the donkey's pulled over.
Stop
right.
trying to kill my donkey.
Listen,
I'm
guys.
trying to save your donkey.
Okay. Donkeys and horses actually aren't that stupid. You can't get them to go over a cliff. They won't do that.
You can if you tie a
two.
boulder to them and then you push the boulder accidentally over the cliff.
That's being a shithead, Mike, is what I'm talking about.
The mule has an intelligence of 2.
It's not an intelligence thing. It realizes that it's a cliff.
It's
It won't go.
got a wisdom of 10.
Well, there you go.
I'm not saying you can get them to voluntarily go. I'm just saying, please don't tie the donkey to the boulder.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a...
But it's got a charisma of 5, so you could probably get it to do what you want it to if you told it with a high enough charisma.
Yeah.
We could, the three of us that are still on the cliff can actually pull on it. Then if it starts to go, we can just release.
Cut it.
No, I was just meaning we're holding it. Oh, wait, it's starting to pull back. We release.
Yeah, we pass a dex check, and that nearly killed all 3 of us last time.
Be like those people who accidentally drive their forklift up the end of the truck and don't get out.
Well,
Or I mean the pallet jacks. They use the pallet jacks, and for some reason they hold on to it as the thing is falling over the edge, and they go flying 10 feet. Like,
Yeah.
just
Oh, I
let
mean, like
go.
the planes that would do the airdrops of equipment, and the guy's pushing the load out the back, and then he goes with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why don't you just stop?
I rolled another strength check to try to move more boulders.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Yes, I'll allow it. You are able to lift just the right boulder to allow space for them to fit through. Unfortunately, that big old boulder was what was sitting on top of what is a crushed Aarakocra. All the birds inside begin weeping.
Can you guys move so I can...
Whoop, you froze.
It's really heavy. Come on. No, I didn't. You froze.
You're back.
Eh?
What?
Hmm?
Okay. So you lift the boulder, you ask the guys to move.
It's like, can you stop the crying? Get your asses out of here, please. This boulder's heavy.
Throw the boulder over the edge.
Throw the boulder at them.
You said I was able to just lift it enough for them to get under it to see the guy.
You're able to lift it up, and it reveals a hole just large enough for them to fit through. Underneath where you have lifted the boulder is a dead Aarakocra. But you have lifted the boulder. You have it up.
Well, I don't want to throw it over the side of the mountain in case it crushes other things.
It's killing all the Aarakocra on the way down.
No, I can just see it rolling down and killing some poor innocent bunny. And watching the girl completely flip out.
See, like some fisherman in the bottom of the canyon.
That.
Fished here all my life. This is peaceful. And then he looks up.
I guess.
I don't want that happening.
Jesus. All right. Well, I guess they're going to go ahead and try to climb out. But you realize that there's only 2 of them that aren't mangled. There are 5 living Aarakocra in here. One of them was crushed. That would be the 6th one. And is dead. 2 of them have broken wings. Let me see if I can get this math right. 2 of them have broken wings. 1 has a broken leg. 1 died in the landslide. And that's it. So that's 2 of them left that are not fucked up.
Yep.
Back in the cave, was that flour or wheat that was in those bags?
Straw.
Oh, straw. Damn.
So maybe you guys want to help these poor creatures while I hold this boulder.
Why don't you just, put it down off to the side?
At this point, Paul has argued it to the point that I'd let him just keep holding the fucking thing since it's pretty clear that's what he wants
I
to do.
am Atlas.
Because the DM has already told him he could put the fucking boulder down and he didn't want to do it, so
He didn't
whatever.
say I could put it down. He said I could throw it over the side. I didn't want to throw it over the side.
I said, Paul, you're the one that keeps arguing. So
At this
keep holding that
point,
boulder.
you're faced with a new challenge. Only 2 of them
Endurance.
can move.
Well, I'm small, so I can get in there pretty easily, I'm sure.
Good news, I'm a cleric.
Aarakocra are about 5 feet tall, about 200 pounds.
Bad
I
news,
wasn't
I'm a
going to
cleric of
pick
death.
them up. I'm just going to try to help them move.
Let me know if I need to make their feathers wet.
That's
I don't think that's going to be necessary right now, Michael, but thank you for offering.
Do you have like a power washer spell to wash off the dead guy?
Basically,
I thought you were gonna watch your boulder.
You know, it is now Paul's boulder. He's going to keep it. He's going to put it on a chain around his neck and just carry it.
what are you talking about? He's going to have the donkey carry him.
I'm gonna have you carry
In
it.
2 levels, it'll be a cohort.
I'm gonna have you carry it by hydroplaning it on a stream of water.
God.
Forever.
No, don't look like that, Michael. Don't.
Do not get that look on your
You
face, Michael.
smash
Not
that
thinking about
hamster
you.
with a hammer. Don't let that wheel turn.
Jesus. We definitely have some love for Michael, don't we?
I don't like seeing that look. Because that's how you get a 15-foot wall of water.
Okay. Am I able to help these creatures move?
Yeah, I mean, strength? I can't think of any other skill that would be befitting to helping someone walk.
Well, I won't argue with it. It's just my strength's a 10. Anyway. I don't suppose I can just, I don't know, light a brand and stick it in their ass and see if that helps them move.
Well, only 2 of them aren't mangled, so that might help 2 of them move.
You know, why don't we
Avoid
get the
the
2 that
fire
are
for now,
unmangled
since
to
we
help the
can't
ones
make
that are
any
mangled?
batter.
Wait, Josh, what?
Yes. Get the 2 that are not mangled to help the ones that are mangled.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to help them out of here as well.
And Michael, you were saying?
I would avoid fire for now, as we can't make any batter.
I'm not really going to stick a brand in their ass. That's pretty mean.
Okay.
I mean, they've already lost somebody, and 3 of them are pretty fucked up. I don't think I need to start sticking hot pieces of metal against their buttocks and see if they enjoy that.
All right. Just go ahead and roll a strength to see if you can help them.
I'll try.
2 of them can probably carry 2 of them, but there's 1 more.
Well, I got a 19, so that's not too bad.
Okay, yeah. So you will choose to help the one with the broken foot, I'm going to assume, because the
Yeah.
other 2 have massive broken wings. They have like a 12-foot wingspan at least.
Jesus.
Well, if they're broken, it might be more like 14 feet at the moment.
But stretched out like pancake batter?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you can help them get up to the ledge. The one with the broken foot can easily fly up. The 2 others can fly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to give them... Oh, here's where the DM fails his rolls.
That's on you.
Oh, nat 20.
There we go.
All right. Well, they apparently pros at flying. Who knew?
What? Bird people good at flying.
Easily fly the other 2 out. They land on the path that you guys come down from.
And you said there was 1 more, right?
Yeah, he's squashed to death under a boulder.
Oh, I thought you said there was 1 more that needed to be rescued out of the thing.
So 2 of them had broken wings. The 2 that weren't hurt at all carried those 2 up. The third one, a D2 had helped to the edge of the boulders, and their wings still work, so they flew out.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
he
the
just has a broken
sixth
foot.
one is squished.
The sixth
Yeah,
one
it's
is squished.
taste.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'd rather not put the boulder back down on the squished guy. They might want to like respect their dead.
So one of them flies back down and carries the broken corpse back up to
You
the
bet.
platform.
And
the fucking boulder back.
put the fucking
Then he
boulder back.
starts a one-handed climb up the side back to us with the boulder.
I put the boulder back.
Yeah. Alright, the boulder's been put back. Okay. Jesus Christ on a cross.
Wow. And you climb your way back up?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you both make it back up. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Thank you.
One of the Aarakocra approaches Lydell. Thank you for helping us.
It was the right thing to do.
You didn't have to. Help. Rescue our fallen.
It was the right thing to do.
I can't whistle right now. My mouth is dry. I offer you. Doink! He pulls a feather from the back of his head. This feather of an Aarakocra.
Cool.
Anytime
Thank-
that you need it, the Aarakocra will be there for you.
Thanks.
I take the feather.
And they fly off.
Hooray!
Wait and see if we can heal the two with the broken wings. I believe we have a cleric in the party.
I'm a death cleric. Healing is not what I do.
Ooh, free parts.
You know, two of your party look like they're already on their way. Would you like me to, help?
They take
And
their.
you give your the blessings of your God to these two. Sure. Zot.
What the fuck are you doing?
They take their compatriots and fly away.
My God is Golgoth, the terrible god of death.
Oh my god.
It was Scott who was following a god. He had to drink the blood of his enemies from a skull cup. Yeah.
The blessings of pain upon you.
Yeah. What was
The
that?
reassurance that you are not currently dead.
So the party now has two boons to call upon.
It's
One
like
will likely be made into a quill pen.
So Lydell also had that perfect nature score for understanding Aarakocra. There is no there's no greater gift that an Aarakocra can give than a feather.
from their own
Because
body.
their feathers are sacred.
They clearly never experienced 11 herbs and spices.
I'm glad to know the next thing in line is something from KFC. Oh, I see. There it is. Okay.
Oh God. Now, I don't know if any of the rest of you have noticed, but if you look at Colonel Sanders there in that symbol, it looks like he's the head on a little stick figure body.
Little tiny body.
I will never not see that from now on.
See, I always imagined his old school tie was just hiding the pike.
Maybe.
Maybe that's just me.
Wow.
You know, there's a dating.
What? Oh, and we
Oh.
lost Garrett. Garrett, you're not allowed to talk. Apparently, you disappear.
Did he just pull a Cartman?
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
It's as soon as he talks, every single time.
There we go.
Internet says no.
I don't know what it is. It's probably Cox being an asshole, but yeah, in
It's in
Japan
the
they have a
name.
dating sim for Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can.
they're making a legitimate thirst movie with Slater
Yeah.
from Saved by the Bell as Colonel Sanders.
What?
Yeah,
They're doing a biopic.
I don't know what it is, but it's a legitimate movie. It's a romantic comedy or something, and it's Slater from Saved by the Bell plays Colonel Sanders, a sexy Colonel Sanders.
A sexy Colonel Sanders.
Yep,
That's wrong.
look it up.
It
know
was
he
the
killed the
time
guy?
when Colonel Sanders was young and needed the money. So he worked at Chippendales.
And
Cliff
was
note.
half Asian,
Do not look up sexy Colonel Sanders.
or do.
I do every night.
You know, I think I'll go ahead and skip that experience, Paul. We're good.
PSA: do not look up sexy Colonel Sanders.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle don't.
That reminds me of a really bad joke, Michael. I think it's the difference between what a rooster and a whore would say. Anyway, just to say that a rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo and a whore says any cockle-doo.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. So,
Yeah, it's just like what you said. It's Mario Lopez.
yeah. I like how you looked it up.
Here.
You
Yeah,
looked
you
up sexy
don't
Colonel
look up
Sanders.
sexy Colonel Sanders unless you guys want to see gay porn with him and the guy from Burger King, apparently.
I told you, cock-a-doodle don't.
It was simply too much. It was like a train wreck. I had to look.
Yeah. All right. Well, here you are.
I think we're gonna not share that with the live stream though.
Oh, too late.
No, I mean like showing pictures and taking that.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
No.
No. Hunter will come to my house and put a bullet hole in my head.
Oh boy. Yep.
But he won't use a gun. There will be a bullet hole, but no gun.
I have
He'll use his steel finger.
eh,
No, I was thinking rubber mallet.
I have a regular hammer that converts into a rubber mallet.
What?
What? It's a little rubber cap that you can put on the end of the hammer.
I was
That's
about to
weird.
say, that's what I think
And
it'd
then,
be.
like needle nose pliers to remove the entire 308. That's 70% more bullet per bullet.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Aperture Science?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fire the
here at
entire
Aperture
bullet.
Science, we fire the entire bullet. That's 70% more bullet per bullet.
That character, right? I recognize the actor too. That was quite lovely
Oh, I
to listen
love
to
his
all the
work.
rants. Cave Johnson, I think we're done here.
Yeah. Here at Aperture Science, we do not cut corners. Well, this machine does. It's a corner cutter. It's what it does.
No, when he started ranting about the lemons. He's going to get his engineers to figure out how to make combustible lemons so he can burn your house down with them. Okay, apparently didn't want the lemons.
So,
Life gives you lemons.
are we wrapping up for the night?
Yes.
Okay. So we picked a direction and saved some birds. Yay! All right.
Improv, no
Yeah,
less, because remember, he never expected us to choose a direction so quickly.
And we
You know
looked
that
up
it took us
Colonel
20 minutes, so
Sandalphorn.
you're not wrong.
Given how long it took us with the last puzzle, I don't blame you, but
You know, next time we can just spin a bottle and pick the direction that it points in.
over the side of the cliff we go. Yay!
Well, I think maybe we want to respin that one if that's the case.
I did
Depends
not
if
put
there's
it
water
past
in the
you.
bottom. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I did not put
You
it
guys
past
might
this
have a problem.
party. I mean, if everybody's got a piece of rope, that's like 250 feet of rope.
Let's
Yeah,
just roll it down.
Because rope hasn't nearly killed half of us already.
What, does somebody nearly hang themselves with this shit?
No.
Watch the previous broadcasts.
I went to do a jump. I failed the jump. So then the other two players went to do a strength check to, keep me from falling over. They failed.
No. You had rope tied around you, I think was at the point.
Yeah, but they were still
Well, the rope was tied around Andy, and then it was tied around Garrett, and I was holding on to it. So when Garrett and I failed our strength checks, Garrett was pulled over to the side. I got to make a dex check to try
Hang
to
on.
release. I went ahead and rolled a 1, so I was pulled over the side.
No, what's even better is that they were dangling from a floor puzzle that caused sections of the floor to disappear based on which colors were touched. So they also
that's what
risked
was supporting the rope and keeping them from falling to their deaths. But the rope wasn't tied around me, so I continued to fall.
Didn't we? Garrett tied another piece of rope to a hammer and threw the hammer at you?
He failed
No.
Yeah.
twice. He failed twice to catch him, for Michael to catch Garrett, to catch the hammer that was being thrown at him. And then,
a really bad movie where it just did not go you guys' way.
No.
well, even to make it even worse, I was still playing off of 3.5 DC. They pointed out that
Like
the
it was a
DC is
DC
significantly
50 to not
lower.
die.
Right. It was simple, like low level DC. But they couldn't hit the 15. And so Andrew pointed out low level in 5th edition is actually 10. And I was like, oh.
If we're
Okay.
done for the night, then I gotta go to bed.
All right.
I work.
Bye.
Yeah, typically a used rope check shouldn't TPK the party.
Well, no.
That
My
might
fault.
help you understand why we didn't go over the side this time.
Michael, one of my players, of course, is my friend Ricky, who will occasionally request to do things where I have to figure out if this is possible. My favorite one was when they were fighting a mechanical dragon, and Ricky was playing his favorite character, Lord Springdale, who was a paper tiger and an idiot. And I asked him, all right, Rick, it's your turn. What do you do? I'm going to climb up the dragon's ass.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm sitting here going, why would a mechanical dragon have an ass and what would it be for? Okay, I guess it's for exhaust.
Well, that depends on what the dragon was designed for.
Okay, I'll do that.
You know, like puppets. There are certain dolls you can get that have a particularly well-designed area.
Well,
There are others that you just put your hand up
Right.
to use their mouth.
Well, this was the dragon that was used
Yeah.
to protect some
So,
player. So
who made this dragon and what was it designed for?
there you go. The person who made it was an alchemical genius, and she had designed it to protect herself. So I decided it was an exhaust port. Ricky failed his climb check to get in there and got stuck. And then the exhaust went off, and he was quite literally shot out of this dragon's ass while on fire and died. It was probably the most ignoble death I have ever had in any of my campaigns. Where a person was pretty much turned into a flaming dragon turd and killed instantly.
And how many small thermal exhaust ports, only 2 meters wide jokes were there?
So there you go. I knew that was coming up. Well,
I was just wondering how many times that came up during your game.
well, who thinks to do things like that except my friend Ricky, who's apparently, by the way, obsessed with anuses.
Yeah.
Whether it's a dragon or it's a dog or it's any number, you can ask Hunter. This is a common attack point for Ricky, is to try to do something to someone's ass.
I'd make fun of that, but I had a character whose normal attack point was shoving his gun up somebody's nostril and pulling the trigger.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. You're going for the brain, I hope. Or maybe just want to
Anything really. It was a what kind of it was like a dire wolf.
Oh.
So
Well,
it was a Scion game, and I'm like two or three legend lower than everybody else.
oh.
So like I was a dude with a 45 pistol. What else am I gonna do? Wrap my arm around his muzzle, put the gun up his nose, and pull the trigger, and hope he gives up before I do.
Or before you run out of bullets.
Yeah, he was an amazing human. I was a demigod at the same time.
Mhm.
That's the power level difference.
Yeah, I have a group of players that I used to run with. Their name's Peter and Carolyn. I call them the Old Vampires Club. As far as I know, that's really all they roleplay as demigods. So it's kind of strange.
I started out at the similar level as Mike, and then worked my way up.
There you go.
Nice. All right. Well, I am going to end the stream. So thank you everybody for watching. See you next time.